Yo, what's up guys, welcome to my humble YouTube channel where I bring you fanfiction that will brighten your days. Before we start, a subscribe is greatly appreciated, and don't forget to leave a like and ring the bell icon so you won't miss exciting new fanfiction stories. Rimuru X Harem, Regret and Returning into the Past. By peaches0531. Chapter 22. Like in the past timeline, after the meeting and planning of how to deal with Clayman's army is done, by the next day Rimuru also transported the troops in time. Diablo is assigned with the same task to take over Falmouth. Shizu-san, I know you wanted to come and give Demon Lord Leon a piece of your mind, but I needed you here to be with the kids. I will do it on your steed. Rimuru, while caressing Shizu's face. I understand, honey. But Shizu then looks at Rimuru in the eyes. All of the demon lords will gather at that banquet, honey. I'm really worried. I know that you are really strong. I'm scared, especially after hearing Ramirez-san earlier, that the demon lord Clayman is planning to eliminate you, and there's that case about Milam-chan that maybe she's being manipulated. Shizu then hugs him. Don't worry, okay? I know, I promise. I will come back, believe me? Rimuru then gave Shizu an assuring smile. After a while, Rimuru was in the office along with Seal, his fiancées, Veldora along with Velika and Velyana, Ramirez with Trainee and Beretta. Shuna, be really careful when invading Clayman's castle, even though Hakuro and Sue are with you, but Rimuru while looking at them. Ranga, Raiga. Rimuru said, yes master, my lord. Ranga and Raiga appeared from the shadows. The two of you will stay each inside of Shuna and Shien's shadow. If anything goes wrong, help them out of the battlefield. Yes. Then Ranga in Shuna's shadow and Raiga in Shien's. We will do our best, Donna-sama, Rimuru-sama. Both Shuna and Shien then hugged him. Uran and Shizu-san will accompany and protect the kids. Veldora, I will leave Tempest safety to you. Kuhahaha. Of course Rimuru, you can count on me. Veldora while holding some manga. Oh, never mind. I leave Tempest's protection unto Velika and Velyana. You might cause some unnecessary damage if minor things happen. What? Kuhahaha, then, that's acceptable. I can focus on reading my sacred texts. Eek. Veldora sweats heavily. Father, I need you and Velyana to be visible within my eyesight. Are we clear? Velika while staring at Veldora. Why yes. My daughter, Veldora while still shaking and sweating. Yosh, that's good then, I'll be counting on you guys, Rimuru while smiling. Rimuru along with Seal, Ramirez with Beretta and Trainee, are waiting for their pickup to Walpurgis. Not long after, a huge door appeared, and a maid came out from it. It was Misery. Ramirez-sama, I come to collect you, Misery said in a formal manner. Let's go then. Ramirez along with Beretta and Trainee started walking. Let's go, Rimuru. Ramirez before entering. You are great, Rimuru? Misery while looking at him. Rimuru while smiling as usual. My lord Guy also told me about you. This way please, Misery said to Rimuru. Let's go, Seal. Rimuru then holds Ciel's hand and entered the door. Seal-chan, be careful, and protect dear Donna-sama, Rimuru-sama, Rimuru-san. Then Shizu, Uren, Shuna, and Shien hugs Seal and then goes to Rimuru and kissed him, each one of them. Less than I will, and when we get back you know what's next. Fufufu, greater than all of them blushed. Ahaha. Let's go, we will see you not long after. Then Rimuru and Seal entered the door and Misery followed. The door closed and disappeared. This way please. Misery while guiding Rimuru onto his chair. After Rimuru take his seat, Seal was standing behind him. Like in the past timeline, Guy was sitting on the opposite side of the round table facing him, giving off a superiority aura, and then followed by DeGruel and Darling. Ruminez didn't disguise herself at this timeline and rushed towards Rimuru and hugged him. Ruminez, it's been a while, Rimuru while smiling at her. Era, you said you're going to visit me, darling, but you didn't come. I was very lonely. Ruminez while shoving her face onto Rimuru's face. Cough, well you see there's been things that happened, Rimuru reasoned out. Less than ehem, greater than, Darling, is this your twin sister? Ruminez asked curiously. Less than I am Seal, and I am Master's first wife and eternal partner, Fufufu. You can call me your senpai, greater than. What? Darling. Ruminez stared at Rimuru. Ha ha ha, she's right Rumina's, and I'll explain everything later when we're done, okay? Rimuru then kissed her on the forehead. Why yes. Then Rumina's goes back to her seat. Interesting, how did this Rimuru got Rumina's affection? Poor De Gruel, Guy thought, and then Guy looks at De Gruel and gave him a smirk. De Gruel, seeing Rumina's all flirty with Rimuru, was clenching his fist while his arms crossed. Then he saw Guy smirked at him. He just ignored it and calmed down. Gunther, so that's the man that got Rumina's Sama all weird and mad this whole time. Roy whispered unto Gunther's ear. We should observe him more, and no matter what you shouldn't insult him. Seeing Rumina's Sama earlier than happy. All we can do is support her. I just hope he is powerful enough to compare with Rumina's Sama. Gunther whispered back at Roy. And then Dino arrived, and teases Ramirez. Not long after Frey along with the disguise carrion arrived, and you must be Rimuru, Leon said while looking down at him after he arrived. Less than you shouldn't talk to Deer while looking down on him. Know your place greater than. Leon then was kneeling on the floor caused by some imaginary force. Seeing this, even Guy reacted a little. What is this? Leon struggling to even speak. Seal. Rimuru then stands up and looked at her. Less than hey, greater than. Seal releases the pressure on Leon, but he couldn't stand up right away caused by the superior pressure Seal applied just a moment after. Now Leon was under and Rimuru was looking down at him. Yes, I'm Rimuru Tempest, and do you remember Shizu Izawa? I know you help her live up until I meet her, but you also caused her great suffering. I have no ill intentions against you, but I promise her. Then Rimuru lifts Leon with one hand holding his neck and punched Leon into his stomach. He didn't get to scream or do anything. He passed out after that instant. Rimuru waked him up and heals him a little, but also ensuring to leave and cause him some pain from that punch. Here, Rimuru then throws Leon onto his knights that was accompanying him. This way. Misery guiding them to Leon's chair. She was still dumbfounded after seeing what happened. After that everybody was silent. All of them got questions running into their minds. What just happened? That attendant of his didn't even release a single amount of magicule, but Leon fell to his knees, and that one punch it looked like he was really holding back, but Leon passed out. Guy thoughts. I should not provoke him. Frey, Dino, and De Gruel thought. This he is really powerful. Gunther thought. I'm glad I took Gunther's advice and didn't bother them earlier after Rumina's Sama was with him. Roy thoughts while sweating. Not long after Clayman arrives. Move it, you dimwit. Clayman hitting Milam and takes his seat. After that, like in the past timeline, Clayman started the banquet about Carrion's betrayal, and is even talking about on how to punish Milam, and lastly about Rimuru that he doesn't deserve a seat, and with his alliance to Carrion and even hiding behind Veldora's protection. Clayman then started to convince the others to go against Rimuru. We should kill this pretentious weakling calling himself a demon lord, Clayman while pointing at Rimuru. Clayman was surprised that nobody's reacting at all, and not even dared to look at Rimuru except for Guy that breaks the ice. Then Clayman, why not you, yourself, fight him? He's just a weakling like you said earlier, isn't that right? Guy looked at Clayman. Gee Guy, Clayman couldn't react. He's right Clayman. Then Rimuru kicks the chair onto Clayman's direction enough for Clayman to dodge it, and Rimuru absorbs the table. Why you? Milam, go kill him for me, Clayman ordered Milam. Milam rushed towards Rimuru but then got intercepted by Seal. Thought communication. Less than Milam. I want you to go all out. Greater than. Seal. Are you sure, Noda? Less than. Don't worry, I'll cast a barrier. The outcome will greatly benefit Deer. Greater than. No. Noda. But I know Rimuru is powerful, but if I go all out, I don't want to hurt you, Seal. Less than. Okay. Then you see the ring on my right ring finger. I guess Deer wouldn't be able to give you a ring like this. Greater than. What is that, Noda? Less than. Fufufu. All of the others in our organization have this ring. It proves that Deer is ours. Too bad you don't have one. Greater than. Seal. Fine. Even you're the founding mother. You asked for it, Noda. Il asked Rimuru for a much more beautiful ring later. Less than. Fufufu. Greater than. End of thought communication.